Your future was discussed in a room with Elon Musk. God says that there are moments in your life when the heavens lean closer, when the quiet around you begins to tremble with meanings you cannot yet fully understand. And this moment right now is one of them. The message rising toward you is threaded with urgency, woven with the breath of something higher, something watching over you, guiding you gently, even when life feels heavy, confusing, or stretched beyond what your heart can easily hold. There is a reason you're hearing this today. Because nothing is accidental, and nothing unfolds outside the sight of the one who has walked beside you since the beginning. As this message moves toward you, there is something unfolding behind the scenes. Something unexpected, something that has been forming slowly, quietly, purposefully preparing to step into your life in a way that will leave you speechless. Elon Musk says, your name just appeared in his private system, and it wasn't a coincidence or a random glitch. Something placed your name there with intention, with purpose, with a whisper of future possibilities rising like light through a narrow window. It is as if someone beyond what the eye can see wanted you to know that the world has started paying attention. That your quiet steps have reached places you never touched physically. That your effort, your heart, your resilience, your faith, your tears, your long nights, your silent prayers, all have been carried farther than you imagine. There is a shift happening around your life. A movement that feels like invisible winds gathering around the path ahead, preparing to open something that has been locked for far too long. This message is moving toward you with urgency because there are breakthroughs that do not wait forever. There are moments that arrive like soft thunder. Moments that shake your spirit awake, reminding you that you are not forgotten, not overlooked, not dismissed by the universe. Someone, somewhere, is being moved to think of you, to notice you, to reach toward you. And even when you cannot see their face, the spiritual realm sees it clearly. Something powerful is aligning. And it is no exaggeration, no illusion, no empty comfort. You are stepping into a season where unexpected recognition begins taking shape around your name. There have been times when you wondered whether the effort was worth it, whether the struggle would ever ease, whether you would ever reach the place your spirit has been longing for. You have felt pressure, disappointment, emotional weight that no one quite understood. And yet, you kept moving, step after step, even when the pathway felt painfully narrow. There were moments you kept going, even though your heart felt close to breaking. But every moment you chose to persevere added strength to the foundation beneath your life. Even when you thought no one saw you, heaven did. Even when you thought your value was overlooked, it wasn't. Even when you thought your existence was too small to matter on a global scale, something higher whispered your name into places where influence and opportunity coexist. There is a spiritual unfolding happening around you, and it carries a sense of urgency because the timing of your next blessing is connected to your willingness to remain open, hopeful, and aligned with the quiet voice guiding you forward. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. You only need to trust, to pray, to believe that the path ahead is not random, not chaotic, not out of control. Your life is being shaped with precision. Your steps are being guided with purpose. Your name is being whispered into rooms you've never entered, into systems you've never touched, into the awareness of people who have the power to shift your story in extraordinary ways. The message rising toward you wants you to understand that you are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are on the edge of something transforming the entire direction of your life. Things that once felt stagnant are beginning to move. Situations that felt heavy are beginning to lighten. People who once doubted you are going to witness what unfolds around you. There is a sudden acceleration coming. And even though you can't yet see the full shape of it, you can feel the spiritual pressure building, the quiet intensifying, the whisper inside you saying, "Pay attention. Something is about to shift." Elon Musk's system recognizing your name is symbolic of something much bigger. It represents visibility, your visibility rising. It represents alignment. Your future aligning with opportunities you once thought were unreachable. It represents spiritual timing, your season shifting in ways that will make sense only after it happens. This isn't about fame or status or human approval. It's about purpose, destiny, and the strange way the universe places certain people on the minds of others exactly when they need to be seen. You have been climbing through emotional seasons that would have broken someone else. Yet here you are, still breathing, still hoping, still reaching, still praying. You survived storms that tried to drown your spirit. You endured nights when sleep wouldn't come because the weight on your heart was too heavy. You held yourself together when all you wanted was to crumble, and the heavens took note of it all. There is something sacred about your resilience, something powerful about your faith. Even on days when you felt your faith flickering like a tired candle, your strength has not been wasted. Your tears have not been ignored. Every moment of perseverance has created a ripple that is now returning to you in unexpected ways. There is someone out there whose attention is being drawn toward you. Someone who has the means to open doors you couldn't reach alone. It might be someone influential, someone creative, someone building something massive, or someone quietly observant yet deeply capable. But what matters isn't the name of the person, it's the fact that the universe is orchestrating connections on your behalf. You are being guided toward people who understand your spirit, your dreams, your unique rhythm. You are being guided toward opportunities that match the depth of what you've been preparing for internally. Your next chapter carries a vibration of recognition. Your name being spoken, your value being acknowledged, your presence being uplifted. Things that once felt impossible are beginning to look inevitable. Situations that once felt delayed are beginning to accelerate. You are stepping out of a season where everything felt slow and stepping into a season where everything begins unfolding faster than you expect. Listen closely to this inner stirring rising inside you. It's not random. It's not your imagination. It's the subtle movement of your spirit aligning with what is coming. There is something you are meant to step into. Something calling you, something urging you to rise, something reminding you that your past is not your future. And the place you are heading is so much more expansive than the place you have been. And through all of this, you are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are protected in ways you do not fully understand. There is a divine shield over your steps, over your sleep, over your path, over your relationships, over your future. You do not walk alone. You never have. Even in your loneliest moments, something was standing guard over you. Even in your most painful memories, something was holding you steady. Even in your confusion, something was guiding you toward clarity. As this message reaches your spirit, there is one truth you are meant to hold on to. Your life is shifting, and the shift is intentional. Nothing about what is happening is accidental. You are entering a season where unexpected messages, unexpected opportunities, unexpected recognition, and unexpected people begin touching your life. Do not shrink back. Do not doubt yourself. Do not assume you are unworthy. You are far more powerful, far more seen, far more loved than you think. God says that there are moments in a person's life when heaven begins to move faster than the mind can understand. When doors that seemed sealed begin trembling as if a great wind is pushing from the other side. And when messages meant only for the one chosen heart arrive, wrapped in urgency, intensity, and spiritual electricity. This is an urgent message only for you, meant to reach you at the exact moment your spirit is quiet enough to hear what has been trying to find you for months, maybe years. Something has shifted around your life. And the shift is not small. It is not accidental. It is not random. It carries the weight of divine orchestration, the type of movement that alters everything you assumed was impossible or delayed. Even now, as your eyes rest on this message, the air around you begins to thicken with a strange clarity, whispering that your season of being overlooked is collapsing, and you are being carried into a revelation that has your name attached to it in a way that cannot be mistaken or transferred. And this is why you must not skip a single part of what is about to unfold, because the spiritual world has aligned itself to reach you at this exact hour. Elon Musk says your name just appeared in Elon Musk's private system, open now. And whether you realize it or not, this symbol carries a deeper meaning than the surface suggests. It is not about the technology alone, not about the system itself, but about the recognition that the world you thought was too far from you has already started turning its head toward you. The feeling that something sudden, unexpected, and impossible is stepping closer to your life is not your imagination. It is confirmation. You have been praying for a sign that heaven has not forgotten your existence. And this is the moment when the invisible becomes visible. When what you thought was delayed finally reveals that it was not delay, it was preparation, alignment, and silent protection. There is a reason this message feels heavier, warmer, more intense than usual. You have been walking through a long season. A season that made you question yourself, question your worth, question your purpose, question whether anyone truly sees the exhaustion behind your strength, the tears behind your silence, the prayers behind your smile. You have carried burdens that others assumed you were strong enough to handle. But they never understood that your strength was not strength, it was survival. It was faith. It was the last thread holding you together when everything else seemed to fall apart. And yet, through it all, heaven was watching. Heaven counted every night you cried quietly so no one could hear you. Heaven saw every moment you encouraged others while secretly wishing someone would speak life back into you. Heaven saw every sacrifice you made that no one thanked you for. Heaven saw every betrayal you didn't deserve. Heaven saw every time you stayed silent to keep peace even when your heart was breaking. Heaven saw everything. This is why this moment is not random. It is a response. You have been silently asking if your life will ever rise again, if something big will ever happen for you, if your story will ever shift toward the favor you have always prayed for. And the answer arriving through this message is not vague, not symbolic, not fragile. It is firm, certain, and stamped with spiritual authority. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. These words were meant to touch the part of you that has felt unprotected, forgotten, or unseen. These words are meant to break the heaviness off your shoulders and remind you that every step you took in faith has built a foundation for what you are about to receive. Something is unfolding around your name that your spirit already feels. Even if your mind has not yet caught up, you've been sensing a strange shift these past days. A restlessness, a sudden burst of intuition, unexpected dreams, random thoughts appearing out of nowhere, and moments where you felt something trying to reach you. This was not coincidence. This was alignment. Messages like this do not show up to everyone, and they certainly do not arrive with such force unless the divine is preparing a transition that cannot be stopped. You are stepping into a moment where what was hidden becomes revealed. What was blocked becomes released. And what you thought was out of reach begins reaching for you. Elon Musk says your name just appeared in Elon Musk's private system, open now, and the significance is not in the celebrity but in the recognition of your existence. The world is beginning to notice you. The spiritual world and the physical world are intersecting in your favor. This is a sign that the doors connected to innovation, opportunity, recognition, and unexpected elevation are about to open for you. And they will open in ways that look humanly impossible. This is the type of moment that rewrites histories. The type of moment when people who doubted you become speechless. When those who turned their backs on you suddenly watch you rise. And when those who underestimated you realize that heaven never did. You must understand something powerful: you were never overlooked. You were hidden. Hidden for protection. Hidden for preparation. Hidden until the right moment when your emergence would carry meaning, influence, and impact. Some seasons felt like isolation, but they were actually insulation, a separation meant to protect the seed inside you until it was strong enough to bloom without being crushed. And now your blooming season is approaching so quickly that the spiritual atmosphere is trembling. There was a time when you begged for small blessings because big ones felt too far away. There was a time when you prayed for basic peace because joy seemed like a luxury you could not afford. There was a time when you convinced yourself to accept less because life kept disappointing you. But those days are ending. Something larger is stepping toward you. And this message is being delivered so you do not shrink. So you do not doubt. So you do not run from what you prayed for. So you do not sabotage the miracle meant to carry your name. This is an urgent message only for you because your life is crossing spiritual timelines right now. What you thought would take years is already accelerating. What you thought was denied is being approved in the unseen. What you believed was impossible is being restructured behind the curtains of destiny. And the reason you are receiving this message in this exact hour is because your spirit is ready. Your heart is ready. Your path is ready. Even the challenges you survived were preparing your character for what you are about to walk into. You have endured long seasons of silence, and heaven is about to repay you loudly. You have endured heartbreak, and heaven is about to restore you beautifully. You have endured disappointment, and heaven is about to elevate you unexpectedly. You have endured loneliness, and heaven is about to surround you with people who value the purity of your soul. You have endured betrayal, and heaven is about to reveal the truth in ways that justify your pain. The reason your name appearing in a system carries prophetic weight is because it signifies recognition. It signifies belonging. It signifies that your purpose is calling your name louder than ever before. Opportunities that were once close to you are now seeking you instead. People you once admired from afar will soon respect you as an equal. Voices that ignored you will soon speak of you with admiration. Rooms you thought were too big for you will soon feel natural and meant for you. This is not fantasy. This is alignment. The spiritual world is declaring that your season of rising has begun, and even now the energy around you is shifting. Your intuition is waking up. Your sense of purpose is sharpening. Your awareness is expanding. Something in your spirit is whispering that the next chapter will not look anything like the last one. This whisper is correct. This whisper is heavenly. This whisper is confirmation. You are stepping into a place where your name is being spoken in rooms you have never entered, mentioned in conversations you were never invited to, reviewed in systems you never imagined being connected to. The moment you started reading this, heaven began opening paths that were once blocked. Your spirit began stirring with a mixture of fear and excitement because deep down you know something is coming. You can feel it. You can sense it. You may not see it yet, but it is close. So close that your life is already reacting to its arrival. This is why this message had to reach you urgently. This is why this message feels heavy with truth. This is why your heart is beating differently as you read this. You are being prepared for something greater than you expected. And the divine is telling you with certainty, God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. These words serve as a shield around your spirit, a reminder that you are not stepping into this season alone. You are stepping into it guided, protected, and watched over. You are stepping into it with divine favor resting on your name like a crown. You will soon understand why you had to wait. You will soon understand why certain people left. You will soon understand why certain things didn't work out. You will soon understand why the pain had purpose. You will soon understand why you kept feeling a spiritual pull even when your life felt stuck. Your name appearing, your spirit being called, your heart being stirred, these are signs of divine elevation. This message is not just information. It is transformation, and you must receive it with the seriousness it carries. You are stepping into a destiny that will make sense of everything you survived. You are stepping into opportunities that will compensate for every closed door. You are stepping into relationships that will honor your heart, not break it. You are stepping into abundance that will replace every moment of lack. You are stepping into recognition that will silence every doubt you ever had about yourself. Your name is rising. Your life is turning. Your spirit is awakening. Your time is arriving. There are people you have never met who are about to bless you. There are paths you have never walked that are about to open beneath your feet. There are breakthroughs that have been waiting for the moment your faith aligned with your purpose. And this is that moment. The shift is not coming later. It is starting now. And soon, very soon, you will look back at this moment with tears in your eyes because you will realize this was the turning point. This was the spiritual signal. This was the moment heaven whispered, "Prepare yourself. Your life is about to change." God says only once in this entire message, and that single whisper moves through the center of your spirit like a trembling light touching a wound you never showed anyone. Because this is a message that rises like a slow dawn. A message speaking directly to the corner of your soul where you hide your deepest questions, your quiet fears, your silent hopes, your longing for clarity, your wish that someone, anyone would look at you and finally say you matter more than you know. And now something else begins shifting in the unseen. Because this time the voice reaching toward you is not only spiritual but also woven with the unexpected echo of Elon Musk's name, as if the universe itself arranged a strange alignment. A sign that your name has just appeared in a place you never imagined, a private system, a space where your future was discussed in a room with Elon Musk. God says in the quiet,